Gemstones for you in English. This is the version of the same video which I made in Hindi about 5 months back, and I've been getting very good response from everyone because in that video and the end I've mentioned that I can recommend free of cost gem which is going to be suitable for any interested native if he gives me his date of birth and time of birth and place of birth details. But let's go, why we wear gems and what is the basic reason, these gems have any value and what kind of effect they can give on every human being. From a very, very long time, if we go into history, whenever any king used to invade any other state, so they used to loot a lot of things from those countries because there never used to be any currency, so they would either loot gold, silver, and especially the gems. So gems have a very great value. Even if you go into history, you will see that Britishers took very, very big Kohinoor gem from India, which is very, very costly. Even if you Google, you will find that there are auctions of gems most of the time in the whole world. And there are certain gems which have been auctioned for more than $1 million per carat. With this clue, we can make out, there has to be something. Otherwise, people would not like to spend millions of dollars for buying a gem. Obviously, they know the secret of the gem, and they don't want to leak it, and they use it. Apart from that, we use gems basically in astrology. Whenever we do horoscope analysis of any person and at the birth chart, we find, after seeing a lot of permutation combination, that a specific planet, which is good for the native, but it is weak in his horoscope. So when we see the symptoms of that planet deficiency in the life of the native, we correlate, how these things are happening with that native. And when we finally conclude that there's a shortage of particular planet's cosmic energy in the body of the human being, so we recommend those kind of gems astrologically, and which is worn by the native. 90% of the cases, people we recommend, they should wear in their fingers because each finger has a kind of door for a specific planet to enter its cosmic energy into the body. The cosmic energy of the planet, it basically affects the bloodstream. We have more than 80% of blood in our brain. So if there result an optimum quality of the blood in the brain, an individual is very stable. He can assess everything in a very logical way. He doesn't get frightened. And this life, the whole life is based on our decisions. The more balanced we are, better decisions we take. And the consequences are that we get happiness in the life. There's a myth, that these gems, if you wear them, you can get married, you can have children, you can get a job, or you can get riches, you can hit a lot or something. These are never, never been illustrated in any of the ancient astrology books. And I strongly say that by wearing any kind of gem, no native can get these kind of benefits. The only benefit what I have observed in the last 25 years is that all the natives have got balance of mind. And when they have balanced mind, they took better decisions. And when the decisions were good, automatically their results have been very helpful for the natives. So they say, okay, after wearing this gem, I gained weight, or after wearing this gem, I could get married, I could get promotion in my job and all that. But actually, it is only the state of the mind of the person which was balanced, and he took better decisions, and he got the fruits of his labor. There have been many contradictions in the gem, and it is every individual right, whatever he can speak, whatever he can think. Astrologically, there is a lesson. The first lesson is that, we should never convince anybody who's a non-believer to believe in anything. I can give you an example, like I'm wearing specs. Ages back when there was no spectacles, and anybody who invented specs, and if he had worn the spec at that time, a lot of people around him might have asked, what is this guy going to get after wearing these glasses on his eyes? But today also, Millions and billions of people are wearing specs. What happens by wearing specs? Our eyes remain weak, but we can read. We can see things very clearly. So it is helping our vision so that we can complete our work. Same is the case with the gem. When we wear the gem on our fingers, what happens? They transmit the cosmic energy of a planet into the bloodstream of the body. And when there is optimum quality of the blood in the mind, a native takes better decision. That is the basic fundamental difference. And again, it is on every individual thought, whether he believes in wearing gem or not. Here, in the end, by finishing my lines, I would say if any native is interested, I can free of cost guide him what kind of gem would be suitable for him or her if on the same video one provides me his name, date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. Thank you very much for listening my views. Bye-bye.